Hi, my name's Matt, and if you're like me, you may find wood turning to be an incredibly interesting and fun hobby. Now, if you're also like me, you may be thinking that a good starting point may be to grab a random log like this and start turning it. That is a horrible idea. Put the log down and instead go to your scrap wood pile. For me, I have this 2x6 I used in a previous video. We're going to take this and make a simple little platter out of it. That's going to teach us some of the basics for wood turning and get us a handle of wood turning in a way that's not going to get us killed.
To get started, I'm going to take the 2x6 and I'm just going to mark out a rough circle using a protractor that's 6 inches long. You can also do this with a compass, and that's going to give you a really nice origin point. Now, I was supposed to have a video of cutting this out, but I lost it. I used a bandsaw personally, but you can also just use hand tools, or you can just turn it around on the lathe. Now, once you have your blank cut out, you're just going to mark a center, and you have two options for doing the initial turn. You can either use a worm drive, or you can use a faceplate. Now I'm going to use this front side because the other side I want to remove all of that coloration. What I'm going to do is screw it in, and I want the screws to not protrude too deep into the wood. Because this is pine, I can just hand screw this in and I don't need to drill any holes in the first place. Now once I have this all done, I can take this and put it onto the lathe and start turning it round. Now even though that faceplate is going to attach very strongly, I would highly recommend having the tailstock in to add some extra support. Now I'm just turning it round, and then I'm going to start making the overall shape of the bowl. You're going to want to check every once in a while to make sure that you don't have any square parts left on the blank. Now after a few minutes or so of cutting, you're going to want to readjust the tool rest so that way it's best to cut. Remember, you're going to want to keep it above the midpoint of what you're cutting into, so that way it decreases the chance that your tool is going to bite into the wood and be pulled down. Now to do the backside, I need to get access without the tailstock, and I'm just going to square off the back. And then put in an area for me to hold this with my chuck. Now it's ready to do the other side. So I'm just going to unscrew this from the faceplate. and I'm going to stick it on the chuck. Now I like to have the tailstock here to add some more support, and before I turn the inside of the bolt, I'm going to make sure that the outside is in line with this new position. And I don't need a whole lot of cutting into this to do it, just a light pass on the outside. As I cut, you can see that I'm going towards a plateaued area around the tailstock. This is to make sure that there is still plenty of support to this piece while I'm doing the bulk of this cut. As I need to do less and less hollowing out of the bowl, I can start taking more and more away from the tailstock. Now that I have the majority of the bowl done, I'm going to remove a lot of the tailstock. I'm just going to start sanding the outside. I'm starting with 150 grit and I'm working my way up to 320. Once that's done and most of the stressful parts are taken out, I can start to part off that support. And then just shape it into the bowl. And now your bowl's nearly done. To make this bowl a little bit more special, I'm going to be using a technique called shaoshoki bun. It's a fancy way of saying wood burning. This is going to help add some contrast to the otherwise contrastless pine. Just go slowly and be careful. Now, if you're doing anything that uses more flame than this, I would recommend going to a concrete pad. And you're nearly done. If you want, you can put on a finish like paste wax or mineral oil, but otherwise, you're finished. Thank you for watching, and if you could please like or especially leave a comment, that would really help me out. Have a wonderful day.